Alright, so this is a video on how to change your headlight on your Chrysler 300C. I'm going to show you how to convert it from the stock xenon HID lights to halogen, and also what I'm ultimately going to do is put aftermarket HID onto this, because I was given the wrong part, the wrong headlight, and they gave me halogen bulbs. So I'm going to show you how you can change that from a stock HID system. The first thing you want to do is take your bumper off. So there's this bolt. You gotta pull this back. The bolt is right up in there. Can't see it, but it's right up under the fender. Gotta take this covering off. Mine's already shot, so it's not that hard. I just use zip ties to keep it up there because I don't like the whatever clips they had. Just makes it easier. And stop this video. We'll be back when the bumper's off. Alright, so if you're confused on where the bolt is, let's see if I can get a better view at it. It's right up here. So here's the view. It's going to be right at this lining right here. We're pointing. Alright, it's right up there. If you can see it, it's right there. Alright, and that's on both sides. And then these clips, you gotta take them out. There's 4 of them. And just what you want to do, just pull them out, come up. I generally use 2 like this. Just get it up. Can't do that while I'm holding the camera, so I'm going to come back, show you what it's like when the bumper's off. Alright, so got all these clips out. 2 bolts, 1 on each side. They're out. All you have to do is pull this thing off. Now if you haven't done this before, you haven't pulled the bumper off, there's just slides out. It'll be a pain if you've never done it before. For me, it's a pain on this side, always, doesn't matter. But they just slide out, see? The bumper comes right off. There it goes. You don't gotta drop it like that, I just did because I'm holding the camera. The bumper's already cracked, so it doesn't matter. There we go. That's what it looks like. And then to get the headlight out, it's just 3 bolts. One right here, one right here, and then the one right there, right under there. So I'm gonna get these bolts out. Be careful. You don't want to drop the headlight. It's an expensive unit. You can resell it. These brand new, they're worth $1,115, which is ridiculous, but that means they have a high selling price, so if you're changing your headlight, you might want to think about selling your other one. Something I forgot to mention, just real quick, these are 8 millimeters. 8mm bolts. I'll be back when I got this out, show you how the wiring is, what you need to do to change it to halogen and aftermarket xenon. Alright, so I got the headlight out. Just basically got to detach all the wires from the headlight. This is the brights. I already detached that. Pretty easy to detach. Just a clip in there. This specific headlight that I'm using doesn't have brights, so I didn't need that. Well, it does have brights, but you got to connect it to one of these connectors. It goes in here and it switches something up and it makes it brighter. This is the turning signal, driving lights. This particular one has LEDs. I'll show you how to do that as well. Basically, all you do if you want to change it to halogen, right? This connector right here, see this connector? You strip this, take this connector off. This is for the main headlight. You strip it down and you attach, find the positive wire, which on this one, it's pretty obvious, it's that red one, and then find a negative, it's black by default. And you connect them to this. You can either straight wire it, or you can find something like I have, little connectors, and you can just connect it right to here. Normal Chrysler connectors. So then for brights, for regular halogen, you take this connector here and you attach it. I'll show you a more specific model. It would be to this right here, this wire. So you connect your brights to that, and every time you flip your brights on, it'll trigger in here, flap, and it'll make your regular halogen lights brighter. So that's easy. And for your turning light, you just twist it in right there, and it's good. If you want to hook up LEDs with halogen, then it's just connecting, splicing the wires. You gotta find the positive wire, which is the middle wire in this one, and then you gotta find the ground, which is this one right here, all the way to the left. It's green. So you just splice it and hook it right up to here. They'll be on all the time, anytime you turn your lights on. They won't blink when you turn on your turn signal, and I will show you what that is going to look like. Would be to put your turn signal light back in there. Should fit just fine. Did my other light over there. My other light, I just pretty much straight wired everything. I didn't use any of these plugins. Probably going to change that later, because these you can change out parts. This bulb is for the xenon. What you have to do, which I'm going to show you soon, is you have to connect this to your wires that you had for your normal light, right? So you connect it to this part of your ballast. You can either straight wire it, or you can wire a plug onto this and then plug it right into here. That's what I'm going to use this halogen bulb for. You want to do that because it can plug in right to here. So you just strip this, take this off, and then you unplug it from the light, plug it into here, and then you got yourself, well, actually, you don't plug it in here. Sorry about that. You plug this, you connect this plug in to here, right? And then from there you can just plug it in to here. So I'll show you what that looks like in just a minute. Alright, so what I did was made a connector straight from the power. This is for the regular lights, not for the brights. I'm going to leave the brights alone. It's connected for the brights. I've made a connector, and then what I have to do is plug it into this connector, which hooks up to the ballast. It's for HID only. You could straight wire this if you want. You just have to make sure that you have a plug-in to go to your ballast. If you don't have one, I would recommend getting one, but you can just plug the wire into there. You need some different connectors than the one you see here, but it is possible. Now, from there, you have this plug-in, plugs in directly to where you're going to put your light. I've cut the halogen light out of there, used it for this connection down here, but if you want to keep the halogen, all you have to do is straight wire it right from there to there, and it will be good. I don't know exactly how long the halogen will last. I know it does work because I tried it. I didn't like it. I'm used to the HID lights. I like those more, so I'm just using my aftermarket one. If you're like me and you have the wrong xenon to fit in here, you're gonna have to modify it. What you're gonna have to do is you need some sort of gasket, because this is too long. Most of the time you can just go online and find one that will fit into a regular 300C headlight, because this one obviously is not the one meant for HIDs, xenons. So you can find them. They're not really expensive. As for me, I just want to use the one I got. This is for the brights, but I'm going to use it for this, for the regular lights. So what you have to do is you have to put the gasket in here, like this, right? That'll give it a little extra length. If you see the width on this right here, compared to my finger, that is about the width you're going to need. It'll be a perfect fit. It could be longer, but what you have to do is basically put that gasket in there, put that light in there, and you have to electrical tape it around this projector. So just make sure it's very secure. You don't want it moving around at all. Make sure it's very tight, because if it moves around, it's going to break that ball. You do not want that. It'll be hell to get out all the pieces. So just make sure it's very secure. I wouldn't recommend doing what I'm doing here, but if you don't want to spend the money, like I don't want to spend the money, then this is an option. But if you just find them online, just get one, twist right in there, you won't have to worry about it. Then you can just wire it straight through here and then to your ballast. You don't have to worry about all that. I'll show you what this is going to look like after I put this in here. Again, get a gasket that fits. It's going to allow your light to go through. Another thing you want to keep in mind, how all the HIDs go in factory is with, if you see that white part, that filament part, that needs to be facing down. I actually didn't do that with my other side, it looks a little weird, but that in the factory, it's always down. So keep that in mind before you put it in. Even if you're not doing it this way, when you put it in, for the ones you twist in, keep in mind you want it down, not up. If you get the same kind of light I did, you're going to want the shorter xenon light. Put it in there. I don't know if you can see the far in there, but there's not a lot of room. So, gasket, electrical tape, make sure it's tight. Show you what that looks like. Alright, so what we've done here is take this in there. You have a normal bulb, you screw it, and then put your driving lights, turn signal in there. All you have to do now is hook up your power. So hook up your power to that. If you've already done it, good. You can straight wire it as I said, and then you hook up this wire right here. Right up in here. You can straight wire it again, and then if you have brights like mine, like these are right now, you would just hook up your, this right here, this bright wire. Alright, that's what had the brights in it. Had the bright bulb. You would hook that up right here. Or if you had one, sorry, if you had one that actually had a separate bulb for your brights, you would just leave that bulb you had in there and hook it up directly to your brights. But I don't have that, so I can't show you. And all you do is you plug it in, make sure that it's all under this bar, all in here. Then you take this and you'd mount it. Now where I mount mine, it's right up in here. Okay, back a little ways, so you gotta get back, it goes back there. So you mount it in back there a little bit, and what will happen, sorry about that, what will happen is sometimes some water can get up here, you know, just make sure you have it in a place. That's the only place I could really find, because I have the 5.7 Hemi. There's not really a lot of room in here. But the only place I could find was under there. So if you want to take a safety precaution, just electrical tape around all that stuff, and should be good. I haven't had any problems with the other side. So what you'll need to mount that though is some mounting tape. Make sure it's at least holds 10 pounds. I mean, you can get better tape, I just went with that. I actually recommend Gorilla Tape, but I'll show you what that looks like. All done and put on there. All you have to do after you get all that wiring done and that mounted is put it on the way that it came. So just put those bolts in, mount it up, see what that looks like. Sorry, one thing I forgot to show you, the LEDs. If you have LEDs, positive goes right to this purple wire, okay? It's purple and white. This purple and white wire, goes directly to your driving light. Alright? Now, I don't know, it should be purple and white. I don't know. If you want to use a tester, you can use a tester. I already did on my other side, so I know that's the one I need. I've already tested it out on this side. It's good. One thing you're going to want to do before you put it all back together is make sure your lights work. Alright? It's important. Because you don't want to take the whole thing apart again, figure out what's wrong. You want to do it before you get it all put back together. So, it's positive, this purple positive, and this negative should be the green and black. Right there. See, it's green and black. Alright. So, that being said, now I will put it back together. Sorry, I forgot to show that. Alright, so everything fit in just nicely. Perfect fit. Alright, your ballast should be up under here. If you can see it, I probably can't, but it's right in there. It's mounted. Alright, so everything's working right. That works pretty nicely. Pretty nicely. Alright, now the LEDs. Alright, so as you can see, these lights are working perfectly except for my driving light. See, puts it up pretty well. See what the brights do. Those are the brights. Pretty dang bright. Alright. Let's see if the turning signal. Oh yeah, turning signal works. That one. And it works for this one. Looks pretty nice. So, all you have to do, now you got the fender on. I don't have the bolts in yet. Just bolt it up, good to go. I changed that bulb. It's damn good now. So, that is how you do it. If you have any questions, just leave a comment. I will try to get to it. No guarantees, but can't hurt to ask. I hope this helped. I know I didn't have any tutorials or anything to show me how to do this, so if you have anything to add to it, feel free to. And I will see you later.